this time.
So we're live now. Awesome.
Hello and welcome to the Under-17s IFSC Youth World Championships in Helsinki. It's a beautiful sunny morning. The sun is out, as you can see. The temperature is rising and we are about to watch the men and women compete for finals places. My name is Matt Groom and I'm joined by Dane Napier, another member of Team New Zealand. Dane, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right.
Big question, eh?
Yeah. From Rotorua, New Zealand. Been climbing for 4 or 5 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm over here for the lead event. Yeah.
Fantastic. I've been to Rotorua. I did some mountain biking in Rotorua.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, super sick, man. Right, we are looking at the list of the women who have made it through to this stage. 24 athletes have made it from qualifying into the semi-finals, but just 8 will get into the finals, and that will take place later on this evening. And you can go back and watch the semi-finals from last night on YouTube. And some big names in here, Dane, like no New Zealand squad, sadly, at this point. But when we look at these athletes here, there are certainly some ones to watch, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we go down the list. Lucy Duncan down at the bottom. That isn't the starting order on that list. Not quite sure where that starting list appeared from, but it is a different order for the men and women later on. So they will come out in the opposite order from where they qualified. Landers Gaydorsh here in second position. He's an ice climber. He's a comp climber. And his dad is watching in the audience. As we go down, we've got Taesung Park, one of the stars of the Korean squad. His teammate did so well last night in the semi-final for the under-19s. So this is the first half. Jungbin Choi will be out first of all, having qualified just about in last place. So squeaked into semis. He'll be looking to an upgrade in that performance. I'll have a look at the second half, hopefully in a second. The first athletes are out right now onto the stage. This is the second half. We lose that quickly. Well, you'll get the idea later on. All right, Dane, let's talk about conditions because you came in this morning. It's very warm out there.
It's super hot, yeah. super sticky as well. Even the walk in, it was just like, yeah, pretty warm.
Yeah, drenched in sweat, and it is only 9 a.m. as well. So it's very early on here in the morning, but you can see the wall coated in sunshine.
There's also no wind, so you don't have any breeze at all to help cool you off.
Yeah, exactly. And you can see the wall is protected, but down at the end on the slabs, the sunshine is on the wall. That might prove tricky. Right, Jungbin Choi on the left-hand side, on the right-hand side there on your screen. And then he starts off on the slab. And Dane, I was having a look at this slab. Really tricky beginning position here. You have to climb your way into it. So hard stuff, left foot down, and then he's going to get stood up, creeps towards that zone hold. And then,
those feet look terrible.
they're not great, are they? And there's no
No.
texture down there as well. All right, so starting off on the left-hand side, Sunga Lee gets pulling into position. It's quite a good jug for that left hand, and then skips over. And the way I read this, Dane, at the beginning, is slightly different from how she was doing it. I read it as a right foot on the jib, and this is what the setter said as well, left foot through and then the right foot. She was kind of scuttling across. So that would be interesting. And then creeping down there in the middle. So she goes again. So right foot on. I saw about a left step here, but she's really trying to go quickly, which is interesting. The right foot she's landing on is a good hold.
It's good, but like, because you have to jump over onto it, you might feel like you're tipping off a bit. Because there's no hand to help you stay on.
Yeah, exactly that. And although kind of you are landing on a good one, it's, you know, it's, as you said, no hands make it difficult.
Yeah.
Up into the starting position again. I think she might want to try going slowly here. I mean, I know you have to really commit to the right foot, but if she just, I mean, she has slowed down the movement and found the right hand there. And this is an interesting move at the top when if she gets there.
Yeah.
Because it's sort of a fairly new move for competitions like this, which is you cross your foot over the top of your hand in order to make the stand-up.
Yes, yeah.
And the setter sort of had that little smile on his face this morning when he told me that.
Yeah, there's definitely been some pretty interesting moves in this competition. Or different, maybe not how the setters intended, but watching the semi-finals yesterday, there was some pretty crazy stuff going on.
Yeah, there was indeed. It's good to see. I like it because I think the Youth World Champ should be a stepping stone into other things. So I think making the athletes climb in uncomfortable positions is what we see in World Cups all the time. So I think it's good that we see it here. Okay. Jimin Choi stands up now, overbalances, really struggling with this opening sequence of the slab. And now look, for the first time, she's doing something different here. Minute 10 on the clock. Puts the right foot down. And this is, I think this is smart of her. But crossing that left foot through, not easy. So she starts to eye up this move, back and forth a little bit.
It's quite far away to cross that foot through, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and it's always that danger of knocking your own foot off with your leg as you do cross it under. You've got to leave lots of space. It's an interesting move, that, for sure. All right, he matches hand to foot, gets stood up.
Looks like she's working it out, like with the getting the foot through.
Yeah, she's figuring it out slowly, but 18 seconds on the clock. It's got to happen now. I don't think she's been awarded the zone either. Skips over, misses it again. Jungbin gets stood up for another time. He's got a match, and he's still got a lot of climbing to do. 5 seconds. Both athletes are going to get timed out here. One last go. Oh, hang on a sec. Oh, my goodness me. That came out of nowhere for him.
So close.
Sudden progress. Now, he did match it, but feet were bobbling around, the hands were moving. If I was a judge, I wouldn't be giving that, so I'm not sure that that's going to be awarded. And he was shaking his head, certainly, which is always a sign. When you look super positive, you know, sort of, hey, judges, look at me, I've done it. But he was not that. Right, Landers Gaydorsh comes on. And this young man is very, very interesting. He's super good at outdoor climbing and is a very diverse athlete. He does ice climbing, competes in the Ice Climbing World Cup sometimes. He does a lot of alpine climbing, big walls. He's sort of one to watch, and he's sort of dipping his toes into every aspect of the sport, which is quite cool. And then Sari Saito on the left-hand side, part of a big Japanese squad to turn up at these Youth World Champs. They'll be trying to make their bid for selection into the senior squad at some stage. Landers climbing his way into the first position here. And you've got to show control as well. You can't just climb there and then start climbing. The athletes have got to remember this. Right hand up. There's the starting position. Should count. Dane, what do you think of starts like this? I always think it's a bit of a brutal beginning.
Yeah, that's quite mean.
Yeah, when you've got to get climbing to get on the boulder. But Landers is doing really well here. Left foot on. I did ask the setters whether you could maybe Houdini swap here, so jump your feet.
Yeah.
But they were like, then he's going to... No, see, the cross-through is what they expected.
Yeah.
And he went over, Nicken went over and sort of felt the yellow jib for me and was like, I don't know, man. It's like, it's pretty small.
Yeah. Especially when you have no hands to... Because as soon as you start leaning out, you're a bit toast.
Yeah, exactly. So we're not expecting that. I reckon someone will try it, but whether it's possible... We'll have to wait and see.
Because it looks reasonably positive. It's just quite small.
Mm. So, Sari. Up she goes. Oh, trying something very different. That foot scorpioning down. Scorpion. I can't say that word.
Scorpioning?
Scorpioning. Scorpioning. Is that a word? It's far too early in the morning. Coming up to just past 9 a.m. here in Helsinki. I know if you're watching from Central Europe, it'll be 10 past 8. So I hope you've got a coffee. I hope you are chilling and relaxing and enjoying the future of our sport here, because in a couple of years' time in LA, we might see some of these athletes on our biggest of stages, which would be exciting. And I'm here with Dane Napier, one of Team New Zealand squad. And Dane, I know you and the team were in Scotland, right?
Yeah, we were in Edinburgh for a week, just over. Yeah, that was super cool.
Yeah, it's good gyms out there. And you're at Ratho, right?
Yes, yeah. Yeah, it was an amazing facility. Yeah, in New Zealand, we don't quite have anything like that.
Yeah, I know. I'm very, I was saying to your teammate last night, I'm very up for a trip over to New Zealand. It would be fun to go and see. All right, so Landers in position now, looks for the left foot, finds it on the ridge and searches around for some purchase. In the background, Sari falls. She's not getting to grips with the beginning moves yet. Landers creeps down. He will have got the zone already here. And she falls again, really not seeing this. It's funny, it's some pretty massive holds for a slab, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good from Landers. That little skip over, lands on the no-tex, heel in. He's one hand away, gets the match. That's points on the board for him. Good work from Landers. So, Team USA getting an early, successful moment there.
Super controlled on that skip over.
Yeah, it was a good move. I was impressed by that. Full commitment from him. And, you know, I do know him fairly well from the circuit, and he's a committing dude, full stop. Like, he does some big walls that people double his age are sort of trying. So he's one of those athletes. So less than a minute now, 40 seconds on the clock here for Sari Saito. Hasn't got the zone yet. Up into the starting jug now. And then this spring and a skip over. She's going for the fast method too. Very surprised that no one has yet tried a slower method on this. So let's see what she does for this movement. Eyeing up that final hold. Goes for the hands. Ooh. That's cool.
Wow.
And that is so much more committing than it looked on TV. You have to fall quite a long way down there, all the way to your feet. It's scary. I'm very impressed by that. But she's only got 2 seconds. The zone has been awarded, though. And what a little beta break that was first thing in the morning. That was wild.
That was crazy.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's a good hold she's going to, but to fully commit to dropping all the way down to your feet.
And out to the side as well. It's not like you're just bending down to your feet and
exactly that.
dropping the foot. You actually have to jump sideways and down.
Absolutely love that move. Okay, well, 4 athletes on stage, and by the middle part of this competition, we will have 8 climbers on the mat. So we'll try to keep track of things. You can help us out at home as well. Do send us some messages as well. Dane, my co-commentator, is on my Instagram, so you can go and check him out, and the rest of the New Zealand climbing team's Instagram as well. We're looking at Yeva here from Ukraine, who is making sure that the holds are nice and clean before she goes. There's no observation time in semis. 5 minutes on the clock, though, so a little bit more time to work it out. Jian Huang from China pulls on for the men for the first time. So she gets herself set, left foot high up on the banana hold. Has to drop back down to the left foot. See, that's more of what the setter's intended.
Yeah, and then step the foot, and then, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. But actually, it's one of those classic slab climbs. When I was looking at it on the mat, I was told about the slow method. It seemed quite obvious to me. But the fact that the athletes are all struggling, that tells you something, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But for the women, Sunga from Korea and her teammate Jungbin on the more powerful boulders. Both of these are hard. And it'll be very interesting with women's too, because there's a sort of a red herring thrown in here, which is it looks like you could go direct to the top hold. The zone hold is quite far out left for that boulder. So I reckon at least one athlete will try to just go
straight up.
I reckon so. And it's a clever bit of setting, because it's one of those, like, look, you can see what I mean. The 25 is above her head.
Yeah.
But in reality...
It's quite a way away, though.
It is, yeah. But I reckon someone will fling themselves up there.
Yeah, watching some of these guys yesterday, that probably won't be that much of a problem.
She crosses through into the zone hold. Not sure she'll be awarded that yet. Meanwhile, getting stood up is Zhang, who is trying to work his feet onto the hold. Is blind and underneath himself. Now finds the jib. And onto the 10 at the moment. Good slab climbing from him. Yeva. That's better from her. See, that's more what we want. And I love the way she tried to hook with that right foot. And our first look at men's 2 proper look anyway. Good holds in the middle, but it's bad feet.
Non-existent feet.
Exactly, yeah. And there's a blocked crimp at the beginning, so you can't put your foot into that one. And there was a bit of a debate about the zone hold on that boulder. We'll talk about it if it's a problem, but remember that you got to look at the purple tape and exactly where it's pointing to.
Yeah.
Hopefully the camera will drift up here, because it's the sort of the fourth hold in. Was it the third hold? Hard to tell from that angle, but it's the one right in the middle that is the zone itself.
Yeah.
That one he's brushing there is the zone hold. Oh, look at this.
Should get the zone for that.
Yeah, progress. And she'll take a moment to chalk up here, taking advantage of the cleaner holds earlier on in this semi-finals. Wraps the left hand around. You've got to be careful of the no texture. There's a jib intermediate to help you. What's she going to do with the feet, though? Stuck a little bit at the moment. She'll have to drop down. Yeah, that's a better angle, because the jib looked really close to the top hold on that first shot, but it's actually quite far away. Still got to move. Hits it with the right hand. She hits it with the right. I think she's going to have to bump that right hand. She's trying to match it. Wow.
Yeah, I would have thought that was like maybe a...
Oh, the knee. I love a cheeky knee, Dane. A big fan of that move. Yeah, she was trying to match in there. I think she's got to go for the bump.
Yeah.
And you can see she's shaking out that right hand. She had to crimp the intermediate very hard in order to try to match it. Yeva, much better with the step. Ooh. That's the intended beta, and she saves the drop down. So hopefully we'll get to see this cross-through move here. So the idea would be you still hold on to the underling and you step across your own arm. And she's aware that the body position feels weird, but doesn't quite know why yet. Nearly did something different, though. Yeah, it's not an obvious top, that.
No.
So 4 seconds again. He's going to get timed out right at the top. Second time in a row for him, and that says it all as he buries his head onto the mats. Ah, Dane, that's heartbreaking, isn't it?
That's pretty gutting.
Like, I know he didn't match it, but I think he didn't match it because the time was ticking down. Well, our audience starts to filter in. A lot of coaches here right now. I'm very impressed you're here, Dane, as well. I thought you might be like a few minutes late because it's an early start here this morning. But
yeah.
Thank you so much for being on time.
That's all right.
Have you had your coffee yet?
No, I've done some schoolwork. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Good start to the morning.
All right, what kind of schoolwork are we talking here?
Calculus.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, I feel guilty now. I woke up and had 3 coffees and then rolled into work. You are far more on it than me. Right. Calculus in the morning, jeez. Lynn gets stood up from the Netherlands into position. And Pietro Franzoni from Italy is on the slab in the middle of your screen. And then Landers, after his success on Boulder 1, is doing well on Boulder 2 as well. Now this foot, he did it the way I thought it was, but I think there's much more of a press in that position. So you come into with a palm on the right. There's Pietro.
That woman, the last move on that woman's slab seems like one of those ones that if you haven't seen it before, you might not quite read it how they've said it, because it's not that obvious.
No, it's not. You're right. It's a good observation, because it's one of those moves that I think maybe in the senior circuit you're more used to it.
Yeah.
At this level, and especially under 17, maybe not. Have to see who figures it out. And she teeters off. Landers cleans up the non-existent holes in the middle of the wall there. Sengur as well is on the power boulder, has the toe hook in. Let's see what Landers can do. So skips the feet through, comes up into the sloper. He's climbing quickly, which is smart on a boulder this powerful. Comes in with the left hand. That's strong from him now. Will he see the palm? He does see the palm this time. This is better from him. Landers having an epic start to his competition here. Left foot up. Very shouldery move to come here with the left arm. I think he's going to... No, he's not going to get it. One hand away from a top there. Pietro searches for the jib. He finds it with the left foot. Okay, so the athletes cleaning up the holds, but on the wall is Sari here, who comes down. Not going to get it. 1 minute 48. And if you were Landers now, Dane, what would you be doing? Resting until the last minute? I mean, he's a move away.
Yeah, well, that's always the toss-up, isn't it? Whether you rest a little bit less, and if you mess it up on that next attempt, you have a little bit more time to maybe have another go, or rest a bit longer and give it one better burn.
Yeah, I'm always fascinated by that process the athletes go through, and I do think experience counts for that one.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Lynn is starting to get the hang of this walk across. Landers goes again into the palm. That was the right foot that slipped before. Into the left hand with the thumb in. Betters as he puts the knee.
There's your knee again.
Oh, my hero. Thank you, Landers. I tell you why I like it, right? And this harps back to when I learned to climb, is that I was told that you shouldn't use your knee. It's bad technique. Always use your hands. So I love it when a pro athlete just sticks in a knee. I just want to tell all my, the people I started climbing with, look, you could use your knee. All good. So Landers has 2 out of 2. Good work from him. Pietro rocks up into the starting position. Sari chalks up, ready to commit to the slopers. Looking a little tired, and the foot does bobble. She didn't look secure with that right hand that time on the sloper. And Pietro tried to do an awful lot with that left hand, that sloper. Progress here, but again, she hasn't seen the cross through. It's going to be harder for her. Tries to find the feet, can't quite. 5 seconds to go. They will leave. The rotation ends, and the buzzer goes. So interesting. We are starting to see all of our climbs. The slabs await on the right-hand side. The coach is doing a fantastic job. They've been out in the sunshine for a long time. So where do you train, Dane, in New Zealand? Are you sort of North or South Island based? Oh,
so Rotorua is middle of the North Island, yeah, and there's a lead gym there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the home gym. But then go outdoors when I can. Nearest crags at Waipari, so about an hour away.
I've seen a lot of videos of that place, and I'd like to go. And you had Jim Pope and the Castle.
Yeah, so that's down south. A few of the members of the New Zealand team are from there. Finlay, who will be commentating on the under-19 finals. Yeah, he climbs there a lot.
Oh, does he? I can steal his beat.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Right, Neva Pera is underway for Slovenia for the women, and then Javier Sekem is on stage for Great Britain. Javier is just on the right of the screen. This is Neva here. Looks like she's read this well. There's the step, or the beginning of that process anyway. There is Javier on the right.
It looks like it's quite hard to get over onto that right foot, which may be why they're opting for the faster method.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, and to be honest, it might be a sort of middle ground. Although you do step through, you can step through quickly as well. So this is Senga Lee, who's into some nasty crimps there. Finds the left hand. They're not very positive, those crimps. Meanwhile, nearing the top on women's 2. Yeva is close. She falls at the top. Everyone falls at the top. And Javier had a long look at the starting position of M1 as well. It's such an awkward start. Like, I don't know what you feel, but if I was an athlete and I came out and saw that slab on your first boulder in a semi-final and you got to climb into it, I'd be cursing the setters.
Bit nervous.
I would be very nervous, yeah. See, that's really well done from her. Very close to getting it as well. So Javier rocks up on that right foot. And then I really want him to get a top here. Jungbin has been so close twice.
Super powerful out of that left shoulder because it's so high. To stand up out of that is really...
Oh, sorry, we're seeing a top here. Zhang gets it done from China on that powerful top there. He cruised his way through that. Yeah, you're right with that. And the undercling on the right-hand side as well. I always find underclings vicious when you're below it. You know, they only ever work when you get
real
up.
physical.
So Javier getting lots of encouragement. That left palm should help him stand up, but it's all about your right leg in this position. Pistol squatting up. Nearly. Yeva got close before. She's into the zone again as she brings the left foot up. I mean, this is a moment where you can just chalk up here, sort of opposing the movement with the foot. The palm is nice with the left hand. She's got to match. Can she find a position? She wants a heel. She's going to get it. So a zone and a top for her early on in the comp. The clouds have started to come over in our stadium, and you can see the sunlight disappear from the stage. So the conditions improving for the athletes, and Javier is up now. So Javier on the ridgeline. He creeps down towards the 10. Javier in position now. I don't know if he's been awarded that zone yet. He's in slow motion here. Finds it with the left foot. You've got to touch it with the hand, though. There, that should be zone. Good work from him. A real sort of a lesson in patience, this climb from him. Got to go quick at the end. No, and he's got to do it all again in a minute. nearly a top on men's 3 as well. Javier he's going to have to find something special here because it took him almost a minute to get into the final moves of this. And he looks at the clock. He's aware that the time is ticking away here. And yeah, you get that feeling. It's panic climbing from him at the moment.
Oh, is he going to go again?
Can he repeat this? That's better. He might have time here, you know. 24 seconds on the clock.
He's going to have to motor.
He is, and you can't make any mistakes at this point or he's gone. So left jib on. Gets himself set. I'm watching the clock and him. My eyes flicking back and forth. 10 seconds is going to come up here. 9 seconds. He's going to have to be fast. Steps through. Oh, my goodness. This is going to be buzzer beater if he can do it. 4 seconds. 3. Keep an eye on that clock. I think that's in. What a last-minute climb from him. I'm going to look at my resident judge in the commentary box. What do you think? He's nodding. We think it's going to be a top. I think he had about 2 seconds on the clock there. Awesome stuff from him. I counted him out, I will be honest, Dane. I thought he was done. I didn't think he'd left himself time, but that was a good performance. Right, Landers is the one to watch at the moment. He's got 2 out of 2. Can he make it 3? As he runs all the way down to the far right of our stage. And then from Slovenia, Jakoba comes on. Oh, sorry, Eva comes on the far left. There she is. And then from China, Yufan Zhao into position as well. Positive start as he finds the palm and starts to press up. And you can see our current leader, Landers, down on the right-hand side, who starts with a heel in. That heel he's got, actually, it was something I mentioned to the setters, and it's the harder way to do that move. You should really swing your feet out left.
Yeah.
But it's kind of the obvious way to do it.
Yeah. It's quite a big sort of ledgy hold.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how that one develops. I think most athletes will try a heel at least once and then sort of realize it's an awkward position.
Especially to pull off that left pinch.
Yeah, we're talking about the far right of the wall. At the moment, we're on the far left, though. Eva into position again. Yeah, that's the right idea. The right foot was a bit low that time. Found the very edge of that hold. I think if she just plants it, maybe turns the toes towards the left a bit. So this is the heel we were talking about. And the thing is, what's going to be interesting is he's now left a smear of rubber. So if I was coming out onto that, I'd be like, there's definitely a heel. And starting position, I think, there by the judges. So to explain that to those who don't know, the green lines indicate a limb. You've got to show some control and a differentiation between pulling on the boulder and starting the climb. Getting very top close, though, is Pietro. Looked to be struggling with releasing one of the hands to be able to come up into the top hold. Keep an eye on Landers in the background. Will he try the heel again? No, he campuses, so he has changed his mind. I can see the heel working.
Yeah.
You know, you really need to have that as a strength if you're going to pull that move off. Full mantle. So has described it as a full value mantle at the beginning, and you can see that. I never know how to train mantles. You got any other tricep action, I guess?
Go to Castle Hill, I guess.
Yeah, go do lots of mantles. Yeah, when I first started climbing, a few times I was stuck at the top of a sort of Fontainebleau mantle. Just when you got your belly on, and you can't. If you move forward, you fall off. If you move back, you fall off, and you're stuck. Sort of
could have the beach whale top out.
Exactly that. Yeah. Yeah, the most graceful of all top outs. But needs must. The face smear is useful in that situation. Landers has the toes out left. This is better from him. So that is the position the setters kind of wanted to put the athletes in. But there's a lot of shiny no texture, as you can see there. Yeah, Landers' dad, if you know the IFSC Boulder circuit, is the one in Salt Lake City who has the noise-making tool thing.
Oh, okay.
He's the one who makes the noise. And he's got a friend who's got a vuvuzela as well. So the two of them, one's got like a windy clacky thing, his dad, and then the other guy's got a vuvuzela. And in an enclosed space like the TC, it's very loud.
Quite loud, yeah.
So if you want to blame someone, now you know who. Pietro into position again. Couldn't release the hand before. Better from him as he finds the left, the thumb. Lovely shot to show the fingers in action here. Big right drop knee. I don't know if he can bring the right in. Now he stands up. He is going to get a top. Oh, it's such... My back was hurting watching that one. Very awkward press at the top, but he makes it work.
Pressed all the way in, eh?
Yeah, great work from him. He'll go back and take a deep breath. We're watching Sari here as she finds those nasty crimps on the zone hold. Landers has the toes in action in the background. Not quite. And from the Netherlands, that is Lynn, who is making progress here, but she's only got 23 seconds. Her last chance on this boulder. Looks right. She thought about going right, I think, with the time ticking away. Landers isn't going to make it 3 out of 3, but I don't know if he got the zone either. So he will leave the stage. And with 7 seconds to go, clearly thinking she might get the zone here. 4 seconds. Will there be points? Not this time. So no go for Eva early on here. Okay, so another rotation, and this is the scores. So to give you an idea of where we're at, Yeva is leading the way, and we're looking for our top 8. So work to do, but just to give you an idea of the boulders that are currently being done, boulder number 2 is the one at the moment. Javier is back on stage, and then leading things off for Austria is Jakoba Rauter down on the far left-hand side. And then for the men, Leonardo Donola from Italy. There's a lot of strong young Italians at this competition. There is Jakoba. I know a lot of Austrians were watching Flora Oblasa last night in the semi-finals. I won't give it away. I might give it away for finals, obviously. You'll know by then. Now, this is interesting stretch. Now, she is tall, and she's used that well. Can she make it? If she can get that right foot onto the flat,
yeah,
I can see it happening.
That was a good save.
I wonder if she's going to try that. It's such a big stretch. I think she was almost at the limit of her reach there.
Yeah, and even when you're doing that, you're all the way over, leaning to the left, so it's quite hard to get over onto that foot properly. And
you've got to leave the safety of that left jug as well. She's going to try to drag those fingers through, almost. Really using her height to her advantage there. It was cool to see. A snab is in action down on the right. The climbers finishing off their comp. And this is that strong Italian I was talking about, Leonardo. Oh, lovely footwork. He was kind of turned almost, I don't know what you call it. What do you call it when you stand on your toe box? Is there a move for that? A ballet step? I don't know what it is. He would have had some pretty tough toes if he's going to stand up on that. And he did try to turn it into the midsole, but couldn't quite make it work. Javier, who got that amazing 2-second finish on boulder number 1. Would like to leave things with a little bit more breathing room on boulder number 2 if you can. So, women's 3, Yeva, who is leading the way currently and has added more points with that zone.
Women's 3 is super powerful, like even that first move.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's full on. I think they'll quite like it, though, after a bit of that. And now this is such a fascinating move, this. The setters were telling us about it. Now, this left hand is not great. You've got to then a massive move up to that jib. And when we asked how good the jib hold was, the setter was like, well, it is positive, but. And the positive but is really the words there. So he's on the positive but hold. Finds the right foot. Now you've got to be very accurate on this last jib. It's good, but not that good. He holds it, but not quite. And that's exactly it. You need control on as you hit that hold.
Looked like his foot just came off and couldn't quite hold the swing of the positive butt hold.
Yeah. So let's see if there's some fancy footwork here. He sticks the left foot, chalks up mid-move as he gets ready to fall left here. This is the ballet dancer style step. Yeah, the problem is you've got to slide from sort of your toe box all the way to the midsole. Not easy, that. And she's made the step across. Javier is horizontal. Jacoba, we stick with her. Can she figure out the last move of this? So hasn't read the sequence, but can she make it work anyway? Just about she can. Awesome pocket strength there on the top hold. She did it in an unconventional way, but makes it work.
It's hard because you've got to be super accurate for that pocket.
Leonardo goes again. This is this foot movement. He's getting closer and closer. That's actually better position from him. He misses the left foot and just drops, plummets out of our camera shot there. Yeva will leave the stage without a top. I think all the athletes done now as they leave the stage. Just in the background, women's, I think it's women's threes in action. Oh, big fall there.
There were some big falls last night off the top of some of those boulders.
All right, that's our current leaderboard. Landers 49.3 is in top with two quick tops, but no zone on boulder number 3. Jungbin Chai is just behind him on 39.6. We haven't got our full top 8 yet, but we will be looking for just 8 athletes to progress here. All right, so coming on for the first time on the left is Tia, another Slovenian climber making semi-finals. Mitsuaki is on for Japan. A lot of cleaning going on. And Dane, just presumably some of this is just so that when you climb, you know everything's perfect.
Yeah, you want to give yourself the best chance.
Yeah,
especially after they've had lots of athletes on them with lots of chalk. It just helps, gives you a bit more friction.
Absolutely. So, Mitsuaki getting big encouragement as he pulls on. Tia starts the journey right, not quite. In the middle from China, left hand explodes off the hold. There is Sari Sato. She falls. Women's threes, as you said earlier on, very, very physical here.
The start hold on M1 is a long way away. It's like you can't quite just lank it up to it.
Yeah, it's full stretch, isn't it?
You've got to actually do the stand up, which is quite cool.
There is the starting position, so he's not even on the climb yet. He comes down not enjoying that position at all at the moment. Yufan there is about halfway through that powerful M2. And Eva as well has got stood up. So bad feet here, lots of blocked holds. It's very body position dependent, this move. Got a heel pressed in underneath, creeps through, makes the bump. This is good work, and the match as well. So boulder number 2 proving important for the women's round here. There's a quick send from her. Mitsuaki as well has finally got stood up. Half his time gone though. And now he has to turn his attention to the actual climb here as he starts to trust that left foot and the jib underneath. Not quite that time. Yufan will pull on again on the far right on M2, up towards the right hand. You've got to be fast, I think, on M2.
Try and save some energy.
Yeah. Landers started strong, but missed the zone on 3, so he would like to get a zone here on this hold. At least. We know it's almost toppable. Yeah, the semi-finals building up slowly here. We've got 2 finals to come later on this evening. This is where he got to before, and again he falls. Just a little movement there with the right foot slid him off. One of those falls where you know you're going to go before you hit the pads. So threw his head back in disappointment. Tia not getting to grips with the first moves here. Hands on hips is looking frustrated early on.
Lots of compression on that M2.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very squeezy all the way through that. Mitsuaki, what can he do? He's come a couple of times here, flicks his eyes down to the clock. He's going to have to buzzer beat this as well. No, that left hand is a bad one. The palm sliding down the volume. Sari has 6 seconds on the clock. The top is in sight. Is it enough time, though? 3 seconds. No, she tries to throw a hand up out of desperation there. Not going to happen from her. She says goodbye on women's 4. Her comp done. And that leaves her in second place with a 37.9. 4 zones is actually a strong performance from her. Consistent throughout the round there. But Yeva with the top on women's 2. And Eva as well getting that top. An important boulder, that. So the next rotation comes through. Remember, 24 athletes are climbing here. Tanya is on for Austria. Oh, is she on? No, I'm an athlete ahead. I'm sorry. From Eva Kurele from Hungary. There she is. Apologies about that. Got ahead of myself, huh? And Matteo Tranquilli from Italy starts his comp. And on women's 2, only a lady has topped boulder number 1 so far. Jacoba back in action, and if she can get women's 2, you'd think that would be a very good and strong start, and women's 2 is doable. Can she make it 2 out of 2? Keep an eye on the middle of your screen as she climbs through the opening couple of moves here. There she is, finding the pinch, taking her time, which is good to see. Crosses over with the right hand onto the sloper. That'll be a zone, so she'll be right up there on the top of the leaderboard with this performance. Finds the right foot, intermediate and a bump to come. Hits the intermediate, 1 move away then. Will that heel or toe be chosen? There's a palm in there. Your forearm's going to be scraped. Now, this is a risky way she's doing this. She's not using the hook with the left foot. And how do you match without it? The barn door is going to be hard to control here. She's got a high right foot. She's trying everything but the hook. Wow, this is outrageous, drop knee. No. I mean, literally tried everything there. We'll be exhausted with that one, but didn't seem to see the hook with the left foot. There's a big heel to be had underneath that. Matteo stands up just on the right foot. 1 point of contact. A sort of dodgy left fingers in action there. And have it climbing on M3. I haven't had too much of a look at M3 yet. And Yeva, our current leader on the bottom right, tries to finish things strongly. Now, she's spotted the undercling. And I can just see the thought process. Like, there's a whacking great big hold there. But why can't I use it? You know, it's like, and it's chalked up as well. Because there was a hold in the semi-finals last night, which was a huge undercling jug that you didn't need to use. This is the opposite thing. There's an undercling that you do need to use, but you don't know how to use it. Interesting setting.
Yeah, it's in quite an uncomfortable place.
So less than 2 minutes on this rotation now. Matteo gets stood up again. There's the zone hold. Oh, wobbling around with just one right foot on.
Oh. Some interesting beta on M2.
Yeah, it was. And she will know that she's in a very good position here, but this is when the pressure starts to come in. And she's about to hear the minute buzzer as well. There it is. So that moment that comp climbers dread when that buzzer goes, it's business time for them. Matteo falls. Now, this is where she's really got to be careful. You can see in her movements that she's rushing here a little bit. Might want to give herself 2 opportunities, but can she find a solution for that left foot? She tried everything before to stop the barn door, apart from heel hooking or toe hooking. There's the intermediate. Gets that. Right, she'll bump into the 25, no problem, but still the left foot is dangling. Not that time. You could see again it was the left foot, and she is done with 24 seconds to go. And Matteo won't be able to get stood up again either in the time, as the athletes will leave the stage. Oh, apart from this gentleman. Didn't see him then. So Jiang with 6 seconds to go. That might imply he hasn't got the zone. He'll have it now if he didn't before. Well, he should do anyway. So if that was the case, that was a good moment from him to get that zone. And yeah, it's awarded there. So I'm not sure if that was awarded last moment or he'd already got it, but 44.2 is his score. And in 8th is Mitsuaki. So we are looking for just 8 to move forward. So, Tanya on for Australia, down on the far left. Great to see Australia represented here. And then Jackson Denny from USA in the black on the slab. There he is. So, Dane, what do you think of the round so far?
Yeah, I mean, everyone's doing super well.
Any surprises with boulders? I'm surprised men's one is as hard as it is, actually.
Yeah, that getting on that start is quite mean, because once you get the start, you can get the zone like in one move. It's probably still a very hard move, but
yeah, I'd love to try M2. It looks like a fun boulder. One you got to use full physicality, but sort of still have the mind to figure out the moves, because it's not that straightforward. So there is Tanya.
yeah, it's not just pure thuggery.
No, exactly. She looks to come back towards the jug, but couldn't get it there. All right, nearing the top then for Tia. Into the intermediate. We know the left foot is problematic. She's got the knee solution. Hasn't made the bump yet, though. Gets it, and the knee works. Yes!
Lots of cheeky knees.
Love a cheeky knee. It's going to be in my Macroom competition climbing guide. Available to buy soon. Jackson getting big encouragement on the starting holds and then running into the start of women's four. We haven't seen hardly any of women's four here, so it's good to see this. This is Lynn. Now, there's 2 ways to do this move. You can do what she's doing, which is bring the left hand over the top, or you can just jump into the sort of coordination compression.
Yeah.
Both are possible, both about the same difficulty.
Just slightly different style almost.
Yeah. Nathaniel is into the starting position, finds the left foot. There's the 10. And he gets called down. That was quite a late call, that one. So the judges deeming the starting position not accurate, which will be interesting. We can't get a replay, but we'd be interested to see a replay of why that was. Because he was called down quite a long way after he'd started that. I presume he just didn't, maybe it was one of, he was stepping across.
Yeah, not quite controlled on the start.
He certainly will try not to make that mistake again. Let's have a look at women's 4 here. So she tried the 4. Now, I presume the start was quick on camera, but it looked better to me. And there's no judge coming onto the camera angle, so looks like he's good at the moment. And Tanya is struggling a bit too. Let's stick with the slab then. He's got to move that right foot somehow. I think he needs to just bring the right foot up into the starting hold.
Yeah.
Before he makes the step.
So again, he's too far. He needs to get over onto that foot.
Yeah, now he's got the idea. Because otherwise you're pistol squatting from splits position, which is hard. Oh, wasn't very accurate, but now he finds it, edging well here. But 36 seconds means he's probably only got one chance of this. He's been on the wall for an eternity on this round. Skips over, but not quite. He'll go again with 28 seconds, but it's not going to be a lot of time. Oh, now this is a cool move on women's 3 as well. We haven't stayed in the starting position. You double clutch into that pinch. Up with the right hand. Oh, we're watching the starting position here. So let's see it. So I'm just being showed a replay of the start position, and it looks like he didn't have his hands matched before he went. So that'll be why. So that was... who was that? That was, yeah, Jackson, starting position. I'm watching a replay. It's marginal, but I think it was... Yeah, I think he was moving away with the hands before he was established. Yes, thank you so much. Right, so Yeva is leading the way, 53.5 with a top and 3 zones. That's going to take some beating there. Just behind her is Sari. Down in our top 8 is Eva, who has boulders in hand. So boulder number 2, important. And zones, very important, Dane. Next rotation comes through. We're watching, that's Jakoba there. He started well, couldn't quite get that top on 2 though, so she's got some work to do. And then from Korea, part of this very strong squad, Tae-sung Park is out. I went down to have a chat with him in the isolation zone. He was looking very relaxed, just sort of chilling on the floor this morning. I give these insights like people care, but I just always find it interesting, what athletes do. With some sort of chat, some read, he was just sitting on the floor, having a chill.
Getting in the zone.
Yeah. Alyssa from Germany. Let me know, do you like these insights? I should probably give some more details, but All right, so she's into the starting position very quickly here. Good work from her. Eva, who's in 8th at the moment, finds the right foot and crosses through with the right hand onto the sloper. Good work from her. Intermediate, and the left toe is pressing. Now gets a drop knee. It's slippy, slidey though. Hits the 25. What can she do with that left? She goes for the high drop knee and might fit into the box as well, but the left arm, you've got to cross through. Good work from her. She just fitted into that space really nicely.
The taller athletes would find that a bit trickier.
It's a good bit of setting because I think, I love that move for the men's. It's quite an unusual move.
Yeah.
And
rather than going up, you kind of just go like across.
Yeah. And for a long time, I was trying to work out how you go up on it until the setters pointed out it was this sort of like crab shuffle over the palms. And there's almost going to be a top on M2. He's right at the top, can't get the position. It's such a frustrating move because you can sort of see it.
Yeah.
Almost touch it. But
pressed really close to the wall as well, so it's quite hard to do anything in that position, especially with that left arm holding you on. As soon as you drop it, you have to balance.
Yeah, so he's got to figure out that last move. And Lissa comes across, and we are nearing the halfway point here of our semi-finals. So the top half to come here, and we're coming up to just before 10 a.m. here in Helsinki. Taesung Park is looking good as he finds the left foot. Ooh, really crossed up, nearly found the left kick, but couldn't quite get it. Right, into position on women's 3. She'll go for the launch this time. Yeah, that's the second way of doing it. Might be better that. I think maybe that would be the way I'd have a go at that boulder, because the left-hand cross, you're sort of falling a long way.
Yeah, before you hit that, and by that time you're already quite a way out.
Yeah, all your momentum's going down towards the ground at that point. Park gets stood up on the left foot, better with the cross now. Good shot of the feet as he finds the sloper and kicks left. So close, he's piecing it together.
Slowly getting there.
Yeah. Kobe in the background has the double clutch pinch locked in, finds the left foot. She comes up to the crimps. Now, these crimps she's on has like a line of no texture on it as well. So you've got to be really accurate when you hold it. Looking good as she comes towards the penultimate hold. There's the top. No, one hand over. It's been so close, and that head in the hands. She's done that a lot. She's been inches away every time.
It's another zone for her, though, and those are quite important at the moment.
Really good point, Dane, yeah. Park has 10 seconds. We know it's possible within this time. No, not now, though. That smile says it all. Close, and Jacoba goes, looking a little bit frustrated there as she leaves the stage. Javier as well couldn't quite figure that out. His comp done. We'll have to see later on where that leaves him. Crowds getting busier and busier now in the car park of this amazing gym that has a name so complicated I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. It's honestly like someone recorded it in Finnish for me. It's like 16 syllables. Lander's leading the way, 58.9 over Pietro Zhang, Junbin, Javier, Leonardo. So Javier is in the top 8. Leonardo, and Mitsuaki, and Matteo currently. Yufan Zhao outside. He's got some boulders to go though, so he could make up some ground here. So, from France, coming on, first French athlete is out, Matthias Duterry from France is on M1. And for the women, Ofer Kadim from Israel is in action. There she is. And doing what pretty much everyone has done. Try to stand on that right foot, realize it's hard, slide back down with the left foot. And 1 minute gone in this rotation. Down at the end is Yufan, and we said he had a boulder in hand. He's just got one more, but that could make a big difference to his score, and he needs something because he's outside of the top 8 at the moment. And from the USA is Jackson, who had a toe. You can see the slip of rubber there left on the hold from the toe hook. And a big campus move in. Now, this right hand is a very Japanese style move to do, this wrap. And they're good at it.
Yeah, I was watching when we were got here the first day. We came down to do some training in the gym here. And the Koreans, I think the Japanese were here. They're just monsters on the slopers.
Yeah. They just have that ability to wrap the hand and press. And it's just a classic move that they are very good at doing. And he used it well. In the background, Yufan comes over. He's into this press position, comes up towards the zone. We stick with Jackson. You can see the rubber from where he fell before. Can't get it this time and didn't do it the same way either. Matthias has a sip of water. And this is Eva making progress, coming towards the top. It's in sight. First top this would be if she can get it. Awkward with the shoulder, makes the match though. Great work from her. And she's, was that 4? That was women's 4, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
So good way to finish the comp there. So that's the wrap we're talking about with the right hand. And look at it, it just sticks to that sloper. Not that time. Classic.
Campusing on that wrap is even harder as well.
Yeah.
Because your wrist's on a funny angle.
Yeah, it's true. So she goes fast that time.
She's trying to smear on the wall. She was coming over further than the others have.
Yeah, which is interesting. Tanya will clean up the beginning of women's 2. This is foot pops there. Right, high. You can see her working. It's very stretched out with that heel. And the problem is when you have a heel locked in like that and you're pressing, you can't really move up on it. And she's changed her mind this time. A reminder, by the way, to go and check out the Instagram channel. My talented Comet taking wonderful photos out there. You can go and see his work on the IFSC Instagram and also a bunch of reels that we've been making about the athletes. I've been making, in fact, so you can go and see that. I've been hanging out in qualifying, interviewing some athletes and filming some of the action. Eva swings in the background there, legs kicking. Oh, sorry, Tia. She comes up with the left hand onto that no texture crimp. That's a nasty one. Crosses through with the right hand. Good work from Tia. Finds the sloper, it sticks. Oh, she's working hard now. The right foot buried onto that pinch. Dane, look at this move. She's got a pop for it here. No, not quite.
Looked pretty fatigued by that time. She was all right up in that sloper.
I think she had a bit more power. She could have maybe pulled up a little higher, but clearly needed to pop there and couldn't quite get it. So the wrap again. Sorry, go on.
It's quite hard to move out of that position as well when you're up there, but because the hold's probably so bad, it's quite hard to hold it before you're up there as well.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, so the rotation comes through again. The athletes will lead the stage. Okay, so leading the way is Yeva still with that 53.5 over Eva Jakoba, who's done so well. And as you said, the zone's very important for her after that top. Down in 8th is Lin, who I think has a climb in hand still. And from China, in the background of your shots here on stage, I'm just trying to see the names here, is Xin Wang. And then Mattis for Austria stands up as well. So he's found the left foot well. Quick work from him. Crosses through with the feet. Gets the toe in. I love this move when I watch them turn it. And he's done well and nearly had it quickly there.
It's quite awkward to get that your right leg through it and get it onto that hold well.
Yep. So Jakoba has one last chance, launches into the zone. That's going to be 4 zones out of 4 for her. But what could have been? Remember the near top on 2, the near top on 3. Palm comes in. She drops down on that right foot. And this is important to get that weight centralized under the right foot. has a midsole heel, and she's going really far to the right here. Right, come on. I've just got all my fingers crossed for her here. She deserves this. It's not going to be again. Oh, I can't stand it.
She looked pretty solid on the jump, so she can probably get there again.
She did. She's very powerful, isn't she? Good compression. All right, he's into position. He got close with the left hand before. Can he find it this time? Crosses through and underneath with the right foot. Very, very close at the top. Look at this. Left foot skittering around. Left foot still skating. There's no texture there. Pressing in. She is on texture, but it slides again. She needs to come up with a different solution here. Yeah, I'm glad she reset there because she was not going to be able to execute it like that. And it slips for the fifth time and slides down.
That's hard luck.
All right, well, with 1 minute 54, there is time. Everyone resting, not resting, is Matthias here, who goes again. Not particularly maybe that physical once you've got through the start, and he's not making the start look too hard.
No. He's placing that foot quite a lot more deliberately now, rather than on the point of the toe and then rolling onto it. He's looking quite a bit more controlled.
Yeah, looking good. Takes a deep breath as well. Oh, look, nearly a top on the women's one. Came up, couldn't quite get it. And Jakoba again falls. What does she need to do at this point? And the way she's pacing just says it all. Just a bit of frustration. She knows how close she is. Another top would perhaps seal her position. Mathis goes again. He's looking very in control through the opening sequence here. Trying to turn that right foot. Now he finds the smear. This is better from him. Good ankle flexibility and gotta have a lot of tension as you catch that left hand. So one last time. Come on, everyone. Fingers crossed collectively for her. No, I think she's powering out. 10 seconds is not going to be enough. The zones were important. It could have been more, though, and she'll have to leave the stage. Look at that. Almost a buzzer-beating moment there, but not quite on the slab.
Lots of near tops on that one.
Yes. And it's interesting because the slab was proved easier than the setters thought it might be during yesterday's semi-final. So I wonder if they've sort of tweaked it to make it harder. This is our top 8. Landa's leading the way with a 58. Down at the bottom is Mitsuaki in the danger zone, and Yufan has now finished his comp, so he will not progress into finals. Both athletes on 19.7, but Countback making the difference to that position. Just shows you, those attempts to zone, so important nowadays. We are using the senior scoring system here, so the zones as always, but it's worth 10 points and 25 for a top, minus 0.1 for every failed attempt to that scoring zone. And we are past the halfway point. I'm here with Dane Napier in the commentary box from Team New Zealand. And Adrian Cathan stands up here, that right foot just on the very center, the ridge of that blue pill volume. And that's the match which is risky. The event delegate in our commentary box was showing me the replay of the failed start, and it was all about the touch. He just didn't have the control needed for the touch. Not him. Who was it? The American athlete, wasn't it? Jackson. Before. Flash attempt for him, though. He's looking really good. Again, that left hand's the problem.
That was a good first go.
It was, yeah. Tanya in the background on the double clutch jump to the pinch, which is a tricky one to do. Oh, look at the swing. So far back with those legs. And Isabella from Great Britain shrugs her shoulders, not quite knowing what to do on that step over move. I love the reflection in the ceiling, Dane. Can you see it? on the right. At the top.
Oh, yeah.
It's very artistic. Yeah, I was trying to film that the other
Oh,
day,
yeah.
trying to get the sort of shot in a shot. So Isabella, great work from her. I think she's maybe a bit high with the right foot. Maybe wants to step onto the flatter surface with that when she plants the right foot. So focus as we hit the halfway point of this rotation.
He's going for standing on that edge again. I don't know how many other people have done that. They've all tended to go for like a heel or something, or stand on the face closer.
Yeah, you're right. It's interesting. I think it feels quite. You know when you can feel how sharp it is from your climbing shoe. It feels secure. I think it
feels
one
like
of those.
a bit more like an edge.
Exactly. Yeah, and you can kind of trick your mind, like I'm standing on something good. Don't breathe. So he looks for the right foot. It was a bit messy the first time. He gets it the second time, drops out a shot. And in the background, there's a lot of allaying going on, but he slides down. That's Matthias. I think, yes, it is. From Team France. From Team Slovenia, though. Missing the launch this time from Tia. And Jackson back in action. It's a vicious pinch, that. There's that big line of no texture in the middle as well, so your palm can't find anything. Really is all about fingers and thumbs through that move.
Yeah, you don't quite realize how much your palm getting that little bit of friction does until you climb on holds like that.
Yeah, exactly. And psychologically as well, it just feels scary.
Yeah, for sure.
Now he's going to try. Oh, I thought he was going to try the foot match for a moment.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen anyone do that yet.
Oh, that's solid. Should be in from here. One hand away. Maybe crack a heel in. He does put a heel. It's going to be a top on the slab. And it's a quick one as well. We've seen buzzer beaters on that one, but with a minute to go, he finishes. Tanya hits the pinch. Crimps to come. Oh, big inside flag. I love an inside flag. Top 3 moves? What's your favourite move, Dane?
I love a drive-by, like going over the top, or a knee bar. Love knee bars.
A drive-by? I've never heard of a drive-by. Oh, hang on a second. Let's stick with the climbing here. Into the palm, 30 seconds. Finds a left foot, presses in with the left foot, but we know that this is the most awkward move. I think, no, he's not going to get it. A bit too fast on that.
It's like, I don't know if there's a famous one. I think there's one on Chris Sharma's Sleeping Lion.
Okay.
Yeah, that first like dyno.
So, yeah, act the move out, and I'll try to describe it to our audience.
It's like a dyno, but you go over the top and like kind of cross over. And your feet
I'm with you.
swing around.
So, yeah, you cross over the top with the right or left hand.
Yeah.
Feet go backwards.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your top move. So Jacoba does lead the way, and although she came so close on the last 3, the zones were important, and with a 54.4, she's ahead of Yeva, who's down on 53.5. Lynn is in some trouble. I think Lynn might be on now, or she's done. Not sure. We'll see in a sec.
I guess yours would be the cheeky knee.
I love a cheeky knee, but a cheeky knee is quite painful. So I wouldn't say it's top 3. I think I'd go toe hook. I don't know. I'm trying to think. So, second Ukrainian athlete out on the stage. And this is Rafael Kazbekova. And then from China, climbing well at the moment, Ixin. You could flash the zone here if she gets it. She does flash the zone. So that'll be the full 10 points, no minus 0.1 for that. Can she do a flash into the intermediate? Left foot, though, is the dodgy one, we know. She's got to bump first of all, then figure out the foot. So that's a possibility with the heel. Goes for the middle ground with the sort of press. Yeah, I think you've got to bump and then work out how to hook.
Yeah.
So from Switzerland, Moreno is on. Goes for a big jump and press at the beginning. This is that mantle strength we were talking about. Struggling, though, to get stood up on that right foot. Oh, look at this.
The zone.
Yeah, Eva doing well. Got to trust that right foot now. How much have you got left in your arms as she misses the sloper? Yeah, she has a chance. She was inside of the top 8, but kind of, and with that zone, she'll be bumped up as well. Rafael in the far left is back on the slab. Now this isn't, he has changed it, and I think he's wise to change it.
Yeah, if it's not working, got to try something else.
She's a move away again. Will she see the bump first of all? She still wants a foot, hits the bump, but no, it's those hips going backwards. There's nothing to pull her into the wall to stop that. And I did wonder, but yeah, Rafael is Jenya Kazbekova's sister. And Jenya, if you're watching, who's very pregnant currently, right on the verge of giving birth. So we all wish you the best of luck in the next couple of days with that. So he's got stood up much, much better from him. And he's bumped that right foot into a good position. Look at that hook with the left toe.
Zone for him.
Yeah, and he's getting close. And now the drop down and the catch with the left hand if you can. 1 point of contact here. Chest pressed against the wall. Face into the wall. Crimping the edge. He's doing everything.
He almost looks like he's wanting to match feet on there.
Yeah, I think he certainly doesn't know how to cross, and then had to commit. He was starting to fall off and went for the move eventually. Eva couldn't get the middle sequence done away from the zone, and Muscle standing up as he crimps hard towards the zone hold. Good work from Taesung Park, but he eventually falls. It's been one of those rounds where you think they're very, very close and they're going to get it done, and then there's just that last sting in the tail of a boulder.
Yeah.
Ah, no, again, and comes down.
Opted for a bit more static beta there. The time before, she kind of pogoed across.
2 seconds, though, and I think she'd be in, you know. Yeah, she's going to carry on anyway, but the time has run out for her. But
I think she might have had that one.
I think she did.
Maybe another 10 seconds.
Exactly that. I mean, that left hand looks solid when we
Yeah.
saw the close-up of the pinch. But she is in 4th, so we'll have to wait and see. Landers, I think, might have done enough, you know, for finals here. He's looking good at the moment. Javier's shaky, Adrian's shaky, Matthias is shaky at the moment. Matthias, I think, has some boulders in hand. So, next set of athletes come through. Yijing Liu for China, next athlete out. Athlete number 17 to come through. And Aristide from France will start his climb. Oh no, sorry, I'm an athlete in the wrong place. Apologies, we're on 15.
So he's going for the sort of kick your feet over first as well.
Yeah, so Olivia. Sorry, I was an athlete behind there. So Olivia down there. And then we've got Mark from Israel on. And his teammate on the right-hand side. Now, she's got quickly into position here. No one has done the intended beater on this one yet. She doesn't get it this time. There is Ormark. Just a thumb. What do you call that in New Zealand?
Thumb press.
Yeah.
There's a few names.
Yeah.
Some people call it a thumb sprag.
Yep.
Or the thumb decling.
Thank you. Thank you. That is my terminology too. That is British trad climbing terminology.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And I got some very weird looks when I started calling it thumb declings. No one knew what the heck I was talking about, but you've just made my day. Cheers, Dane. So, from Great Britain on the physical side pulley thing, almost a layback.
We don't really get too many of them in New Zealand.
Thunderclings or layback?
Thunderclings.
Thunderclings. Every time I say Thunderclings, I think of Thundercats, though. You are far too young to remember Thundercats. Any Thundercats hands out there? Let me know. I know you're listening. There's always about one person who gets my obscure 80s references to cartoons who will message me, so I hope they do. All right, into the intermediate hold now. The left foot drifting around. She's going to have to figure out how to get that engaged somehow. Sliding again. Oh, she's kind of caught in the middle here. The left foot's not doing anything, and she hasn't set herself for the pop. So she goes back and drops down. You can hang on here, which is... I quite like that as a setting choice. You know, allowing the athletes to reset and fight. It's fun. She's not going to get it that time. Oh, look at that catch in the middle there. So he turned it into like a coordination move. Very, very
Super
physical
powerful.
way. Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure how much he'll be able to do that. Tanya goes again. Struggling with this at the moment. Okay, so we've got 1:20 on the clock. Mark Orr is up. Now that was a very risky touch there. That really was risky. I'm keeping an eye. No judges come on. Yeah, I think you'd want to maybe just demonstrate a little bit more control for our judges with that one. Right, he steps through though. 1 minute on the clock. Great ankle flexibility. Look at the angle of that shoe. He's going to have to turn it a little bit more centralized and misses the left hand move. Isabella is up as well. And then up towards the top. She's going to get it. Oh no, she's not now. It's not going to be awarded. Although she did have the match, the feet were moving then. And she knows she wasn't in control. That would be heartbreaking if she doesn't get it done. After all that, another top drop. But look, on the middle, he did do it the powerful way. He's got it done. Hanging on the reset here. This is all action suddenly here in this rotation.
It's worked out the palm.
Yeah, Isabella's in as well. She gets a top. I want to go back to the slab if possible here on the left because she's a move away and she has got it in the back. No, she hasn't. You can just see her falling off. Again, she had two hands matching it. Tanya smiles up at our camera, but no top for her either. That was a frantic last minute here in the rotation. All go. Shan Wang down at the bottom with two zones. I think 50s might be enough to get through here. Got some big names. Mini from China qualified in the top spot for the women. And Rusai for Japan will come out later on. From France, brushing up the holes. That's Aristide on the second climb for him. Rafael Kazbekova cleans up women's 2. Starting off women's 1 on her journey into the finals. Yijing Liu. Heavily taped middle finger there.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of tape on elbows and shoulders and stuff as well.
think it was one of those qualifying rounds, lots of scrapes along the way.
Yeah.
This is Aristi. Matches. The right foot is now in a good position, so it should allow him to step the left foot across. He worked that right foot into a really good place there. Little shake of that right foot. And look at the top, nearing for Rafael as well. She gets herself set for this throw. Hits it, no, has to drop down, but she can save it. And I think she'll go all the way back to the bigger hole to shake out. Rafael pushes, got one hand on now. Can she bring the left foot in? She can. That is a fantastic top from her. Great stuff there. With lots of time left, so she's got 3 whole minutes to rest now. Face jam. Love a face jam as well. She drops into the sloper now. She rotates herself through. Alyssa looking good until I said she was looking good, and then she fell. Yeah, pressing your face. You ever face jammed in a competition?
Maybe.
You would if you could. It just shows you, like, the athletes, I mean, this is why there's tape all over them, is because they will literally put life and limb on the line to get these boulders done. Setter's priority is safety, of course. When you get athletes who are willing to do stuff like that, you think, what can you do? Aristi is stood up again. Love the footwork from him here.
Really precise.
It is, isn't it? Like, every movement he does is sort of considered, it seems. There's no wasted movements. Gets stirred, hovers on that left foot. Closer and closer from him. A little jump. He knows how close he's come. Yijing Liu rolls in the background. So going back to Mattis there on the physical M3. 2 teammates next to each other. Missing the toe hook with the right foot that time. Now this is better. She goes for the full launch, catches what are good holds if you get the body position in the correct. Now she goes foot first, went head first the time before. Is she going to go back into it? She is going to do this press. Right, she comes in with the sloper, needs to bring the left foot in, drops really far down. This is good stuff from her at the moment. There's the face, ear, press thing. Just allows you to scoot those hips over underneath. Oh, and he's going to be a top on the slab. Good work from Taesung Park there. That's well figured out, and I think that puts him up into the top 8 easily now. Aristi, I feel like he deserves this, but he's only got 40 seconds. Here comes the shuffle. Plant the right foot and go, sir. Powerful stuff as well. Oh, power screaming as he lands into that press. This is Moreno here, 20 seconds. Shoulders are going to be aching as he starts to press upwards. Has he got something left in him? No, he hasn't that time. That's going to be it as well. Head in his hands for him too, and frustration. So the audience applause. We're coming up to 10:30 here in Helsinki. We're just outside of Helsinki Centre. One of 2 gyms. And we'll go to the lead gym tomorrow, in fact, where the lead and speed competition is being held. Taesung Park does jump up to the top. We knew it would be good. We didn't know it would be that good. 68.6. He finally gets above Landers, who was in the hot seat for quite a while. Down in 8th is Jackson Denny, whose comp is finished. I think that's shaky there with that 29.5.
Yeah, for sure.
Isabella cleaning up the sloper. And Maya Eni will be on. I think there she is, yes, from Romania. And Frenchman number 2 in a row. Evan Lamangere His brother competes in the senior side of things on the World Cup circuit. Maya, not quite that time. Good idea, though. Mark Orr presses up, can't hold it. Ooh. Evan close. And look, this is progress at the top, so we get to see this dance at the end of the boulder once more. Olivia into the jib with the right hand, searching for the left hand. Got the zone on the first climb, so she needs something here. Left foot
There seems to be two ways of doing this. Like, you can either do the fully go like that with the heel, or like palm all the way in on that that left-hand sloper.
Yeah.
If you do like a mix, you kind of undercook it a little.
Yeah, and the shorter climbers are fitting into the box at the top, aren't they, as well? Ooh, Maya's doing that drop down. We haven't seen that since the beginning of the comp, where it was Sari, I think. And there's a top for Marco, celebrates there as well. I think you've got to do M2 as quick as possible. It's so powerful, I think it drains you for later on otherwise.
Especially with M3 straight afterwards.
Yeah, good point.
With that campus at the start.
Yeah, those two power boulders in a row after the slab section. Olivia's up again now. Let's see. So you think... So which method would she choose, you reckon, it?
I reckon she could probably make the palm work.
She's got that toe press in now. It's going to be very risky. You can see how often that left foot slides down the no texture. Maya nearly makes the drop down move that time. She just popped into our camera shot there. Evan goes again. Rocks up. He's close now. Look at this, good slab technique from him. Finds the left foot, that's solidly in place. Little adjustments, I love the zoom in as we see the footwork in action.
That little yellow jib is really tucked around behind the corner of that volume, eh?
Yeah, it's quite hard to see, and it's harder to put your foot on it and then wait,
especially when you have to move onto it.
Exactly that. 1 minute, always like the buzzer put him off a bit there. He runs way out of our shot. It's quite narrow mats here, actually. On this, it's absolutely safe, but you got to be careful. I love how she's doing this, falling into that underclink. Yeah, this is a new wall that's going to stay. It was recently built just a couple of weeks ago here. So the gym's sort of setting themselves up for future competitions. And it's a good venue for the audience because they fill the car park area where the stands are as well. So it's, in terms of competition experience, it's a really cool venue, this. Maya has done it uniquely so far. Drops down, holds the drop down.
Same way.
Of course, then you've got to go back up, so it's a lot of physicality to make this rock-up move as well, but she does it smoothly.
So easy.
Bit quick there at the very top.
It's a zone, though.
Yeah,
it's
true.
Zone.
Yeah, very good point, yeah. So important for her. So last second zone might have been all important in terms of the score. Evan will leave as well. And let's have a look at our score. Down the 8 is Rafael Kazbekova with that top of women's 2. It bumped her up into the 34s. And just above her is Tia, so 34.5. I reckon Rafael will have something to say about that. Jakoba is still leading the way with a 54.4. Right at the very top of the bowl. The problem now is Yujang Liu. She tries to search for the hook, gets the hook. I just love watching the top of this boulder. It's fascinating to see. And she drops down as well. Oh, it's such an interesting end. Rafael is in the background now. We know she can jump up from 8th to 7th and should have done with that zone. So she's pretty close right now. Top's in sight as well. Right hand wraps, left foot in, squatting down. Ah, not quite.
I don't think that boulder's been topped yet. There's been a lot of people who are very close, but no tops.
And so will she be the first to unlock that sequence? Haeul Lee from Korea, the final Korean male athlete out. And from France is... Who are we for France here? Lou. Are you clear? Oh, look at this. This could be a top. This left-hand shoulder press move thing. It's all about just grimacing your way through the move. The thumb is strong underneath.
Just try fire it off there.
Oh, look at that little adjustment for the Korean athlete there as he tries to find the left. This is Liu Liu again at the top. Oh, crosses through with the left. I'm not sure that's going to work, though. She finds the right foot. This is better from her. Big move needed. Left foot. Every time you try to weight that left foot and use it to help you over to the right, it goes. Haeul looks down at his hands. Yeah, skin is going to be an interesting one here. I think conditions have improved in terms of the heat out there. It's not as sweaty as it was this morning. We went and felt some of the holds out there at the beginning. Oh, hang on a sec, because look at this. Up towards the final move right now. Mattis up. He's going to get this. Can he make the match, though? He does. Oh, no! We think not. I don't think it... Although it looked like his hands were in his control. The feet were moving.
Foot pops.
Yeah. And it was funny because he was half... You know when you start looking around to make sure from the judges, that was the moment it went.
Yeah.
So
Foot wasn't quite on the volume.
yeah, and he suddenly did look shaky. Right, can she be the first on this boulder? Adjustments with the right hand. She's so close. Chin nearly on the hold. Oh, hope she's all right there. That was a big hit. Rubs her head, yeah. Problem is, going with the bump like that, you are sort of going head first all the time. Left foot on the jib, right hand down on the zone. Oh, the little skip. That was interesting. He has got the top this time. Good work. Oh, if he hadn't managed that, he'd be kicking himself back in ISO after that near top. He proves his point with that. 16 seconds to go. One last attempt here on women's 4. You might as well. You'll see your last boulder of the comp, but I don't think so this time. All right. Time finishes. Last couple of athletes to come here. Just 5 to go on this round. Or Mark, with that top of 2, jumps up into 8th place, pushing Javier out and down. Taehyung Park is still leading the way in the 60s. First athlete to do that. So Marco is back in action, having jumped himself up into a potential finals place.
This guy was looking, Marco was looking really strong in the powerful stuff yesterday, so he might like this boulder.
Yeah, he's certainly sort of checking it out like he should. Now, from China, Zeren Mu. Oh, very small in stature, and look at that stretch. Now, he's one of the athletes that the setters are aware of heights. I know this because I chatted to them this morning. They had to make some adjustments because of the shorter height, especially from Hong Kong. Hugo, who will come out next, who is especially short, so they did make some adjustments. They are aware of the measurements of the athletes. Ooh, that big kick over, just misses. Again, Matsura from Japan. And Evan Lemanger brings the left foot in to press. Now, ooh, a big drop, and he couldn't see that, could he? But he did manage to adjust the palm.
Foot pop there.
And Maya, who was very unique to get that zone on the first one, is zeroing in on the final hold right now. Looks down for the left. She's going for the trap, Dane.
Standing in the bolt hole.
I'll tell you what, though, she's making it work if there is a trap. Now she gets the hook. Come on, Maya. Yes. Wow. Maya, with a top on her zone, is in a good position for the second half of her comp. Impressive stuff. Zerun crosses through as well. Drops down, misses it that time. Almost everyone has done that at least a few times.
Yeah, that hold they're going for with their left hand, it looks all right from this angle, but as soon as you come back around, it's really slopey.
Yeah, it's just a volume really on the ball. Like it's one of those you wouldn't think you could drop into it quickly, but we've seen it happen a few times. Oh, she goes for that method. Now, did that foot touch the floor? Yeah. She certainly looked back to check, didn't she? Goes for the heel. We can't show you a replay, but it's one of those I'd love to see. This is very unique. Now, the judge has not called it, so it'll be interesting, this. Really wrapping herself around. It'll be one of those, I wonder if that gets appealed.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact she looked says everything. But she's not going to be thinking about that right now. Brings the right toe up. Leaps for the top. Oh, lands on that right leg. Really awkward. It's got to be careful to land with a straight leg like that. You want to be bending that. And Isabella as well gets all wrapped up underneath.
I wonder if the people who are doing the drop-down method read it together, or...
Well, you can't, can you? Because there's no sort of observation time. And there's an isolation. So it'll be something they'll figure out themselves, I think.
Oh, okay.
But it's interesting how Team Japan has done it twice now. And off camera, she just dropped in and this time kept her feet well above the ground. So regardless of whether it didn't count the first time, it will count this time. You can see her there rocking up in the background. Yeah, so the second time she did it fine. Whether it will be the 0.1 before or the 0.1 on this time, that might be appealed, but we'll have to wait and see. Oh, there's a top as well for Team China. You kind of got the feeling that one was coming. Yeah, he did really well. He had some good footwork on display throughout that run from him. Up she goes again. We get one more chance to see this lovely drop-down move into the... I love how you sort of hang and then drop.
Yeah.
Didn't work that time, but it's been good throughout.
You really have to wrestle with those slopers on W4.
Yeah, it's a pretty physical... So the athletes leave the stage. Jacoba in the top spot, 54.4 for her, sorry. And Tia down on 8th. Okay, so this is the gentleman I was talking about the height thing. So they did have to make some adjustments here for this man. Hugo. Just a little bit smaller, so it was tweaked. And he's still going to find this opening sequence a real stretch.
No problem for him there.
All right, so up for Team Germany right now is Paula. And then right into the corner. He was quite frustrated on the boulder before. Moreno wanting to finish off his comp on a high. Rafael as well down at the bottom. Had a good comp so far. She's inside of the top 8 at the moment. Hugo is stood up in the position in the background as well on the slab as he finds the left foot. There he is. Wobbles around. Oh, goes back to the starting position.
I thought he might have stuck that.
Yeah, I thought so too. It would have been a great. It's almost that's a move in its own right if you can make that work. Paula in the background can't figure out the slab. That's better from her. So she's locked into the zone now. Looks right. 25 above her head. Oh, the high foot. I'd love to see someone try that, but I don't think that's going to work. So everyone is crept underneath with the weight. Drops down with the guppy now. Sloper is a nasty one. Close, but not quite. And there is a top from the Hong Kong Crusher. Great. Stays out there forever. Really making sure of that one. Right, so we get to see a top on this boulder now. She gets herself set. Li Zhonglu, no, not going to happen, but she has got time with 2 minutes on the clock still to go. And look, some progress there as well for Paula. Up she comes.
Oh, that was really close.
Interesting stuff, this. In this round. It hasn't sort of exploded. You know, sometimes we see a semi-final progress and there's lots of tops towards the end. This is a hard round. The athletes really having to battle for every zone, every top here.
Yeah, well, the top moves on these all look really hard.
Yeah, very droppable at the top, isn't it? She's looking comfortable at the moment in the midpoint here. Right foot on. She guts this cross. Goes for the big jump up. Steps through, and that is going to be a send for her with 1:20 to go. So job done for Paula.
So I don't think women's 3 has seen a top yet. There's been several people who have been really close.
Lou is really close as well. She barns oars off. And look, in the background, we can see that boulder you're talking about. She gets herself set coming up. Makes the match. There's nothing really, there's no jib on top of that.
No. It looks pretty garbage.
Yeah. Oh, we said he wanted to finish strongly. He nearly did that. Getting massive encouragement from Team Korea, screaming up at the stage. The support has been wonderful for the athletes.
Yeah, it has been.
Right, throughout this comp. Fell. Again, she looks tired out there now. 20 seconds, I think she's done. We'll wait and see where that leaves her. Le Mangeur launches. Look at women's 2 as well. She finds the right hand. She's having to be quick with the time, but not too quick. She's got enough of it. Bumps, left foot going up. Makes the match. Great from her. Oh, everyone leaving the stage looking just exhausted.
It's another buzzer beater.
Yeah, great top. Yeah, you can always tell from body language what's going on. And there's a lot of head shaking, sort of plodding at the end. Deep breaths out there. So Mark Orr runs through. He's in a very good position to cement a finals place here. Romanian climber I'm very excited to see go again because she's been climbing well, is Maya. And then Team USA's highest placing finisher, Lucy Duncan, for the women. And it's Saran Koyama for the men. There is Lucy. Up into position. Starting position for him. His first climb of the morning. Saran makes the necessary adjustments for those feet. Finds the left foot, creeps down with the left hand. Wow, nearly caught it with a toe hook.
That was interesting.
Yeah, we haven't seen that before, have we? There's not much friction to stick the toe. Zeronmu is nearing the top. The thumb is in. He easily fits into the box, but can he flick the right up? He can. Good work from him. Maya in the background is onto the zone as well. So more points adding to her total here. She's really ticking some boxes right now. Little adjustments needed and a big pop to come. Can she find something here? No, as everyone has done, she falls. As does Soran as he balances backwards. Lucy frozen in the middle of the wall, has to drop left. Not quite. I like that thinking face she's got.
Yeah.
So arm pressed is Olivia here. Needs to drop a little onto that right foot, I think, in order to make this match. Because going high like that, it's really hard to then bump right. Olivia rotates. That's what I meant. So it's much better and well spotted from her as well. And a top on women's 2 with the high left foot, which is becoming the more consistent way of doing that. There is the top as well on women's 3. She's been fighting for a long time. She's going to be rewarded for the battle. Great work from her. So walking away for more points is Olivia there. That will be a fantastic way for her to finish off the comp. Maya, meanwhile, launches again. Lucy Duncan steps through. Thinking face has not changed for her yet. Soran hasn't made much progress on this yet. Has got some time left though. The palm sticks. Oh, and slides. And he can't. No, what happened there? That was strange. He was kind of in, I thought. One of the first I've seen to use the palm rather than try to catch it.
It looks like a very doable method.
I think so too. Because it kind of you slide into the bit where you can get your fingers on the friction.
Well, it slows you down enough at least to hit that foot well.
Yeah. He does it again. I think it works really nicely, that. Although, you know, you've now... That's the risky move, isn't it? Because then he changes the foot. Right, he's a move away. The heel's in. That's good work for Saran. I said he wasn't making progress, but he found it in the last 30 seconds or so. Good work from him. Meanwhile, Lucy has to keep it all together, ignore what's going on her right. She's got 20 seconds here. Five seconds. Not going to be enough time. Oh, she goes for the drop down. So she's going to have to pick herself up and figure out the next climb. She has one last look back at the slab accusingly there. She leaves the stage. 2 to go before we start saying goodbye to boulders. Marin Nakamura will be out next. No relation to Mao Nakamura. I did ask that one. not to beat. That's our top 8 currently. Maya is leading, is into the finals with that zone score, and she's got a boulder in hand, so we'll wait and see. Ikoba's still up there, and I think that's going to be her locked in, you know, soon. I feel Kazbekova as well doing good performance. 2 Ukrainian athletes through currently in the provisional top 8. Taketo Saiki is on for the men as he approaches that. Oh, sorry, I was absolutely miles behind. I'm so sorry. What am I talking about? We're not 3 to go. We've quite a way through to go. Gurin Kim is in action. Apologies about that. We haven't got the most graphics we've seen, and there's lots of athletes going on, so it can be occasionally quite confusing to keep track of what's going on. Oh, that's why, because there's more women. I'm sorry, that's why. So there's 26 women and 24 men. That's why I keep getting a little confused with that one as we progress through. So there were some draws in the qualies, which has meant we take more women through. I did think I was going absolutely mad there for a second. Taketo drops down, spins off. So we do only have a few men to go. That was correct, but the women's a few more come through. So, Lijing Liu into this lovely sequence of moves in the middle of women's 4.
Super physical last section on this W4.
Yeah, agreed. Big shouldery moves here, presses in, gets the top from her, and again, another fantastic fight. The French athlete too, so quick tops in succession here. And look at Hugo in the middle as well, he presses through. Brings up the left foot, there's the top with the thumb in, drops the toe in, great work from him, that's another top.
2 tops, that's a really strong start.
Yeah, I was told he's one to watch, and he's proving that point right now. Gurin Kim is cleaning up the slab. Runs up, buries the hand in the jug. Finals are kicking off at 5 p.m. this evening, I think. Yeah. The first of 2 finals tonight. Under 17s and under 19s in action for Boulder, before we will turn our attention to lead and speed over the weekend. Taketo Saki drops down, not quite. He's got the softest of the unparalleled shoes on there, which I think is wise on this kind of a climb. Oh, nearly caught the undercling there. Careful of that brush, please. Starting position, which I think he's aware of on that one. Sort of a bit of a nod from him, yep.
Wonder if anyone else would work out the palm for M1.
Yeah, I mean, it seems kind of obvious, didn't it, when we were watching it like that? I think the grab is less marginal there. And look at this. This is really impressive. It's going to be another top for M1. Taketo getting it done. It's becoming pretty important if you want to make the top 8. She's relying an awful lot on that undercling by this method. That little jump to the left on the press, such a cool move. Aristi is in, brings the foot up, palming, pressing, kick left, but not quite that time. 25 seconds, last chance here.
She hasn't tried the drop down either.
No, not yet. I think it's a weird one to spot, that drop down.
Yeah.
I certainly didn't see it. I think it's almost like in falling off, you realise it's possible. One of those moves.
You fall past it.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, oh, hang on. That was in Salt Lake City. There was a boulder like that where a few people fell off and then realised you could actually grab it.
Go straight down.
Yeah. Adrian leading the way as the scoreboard changes for the men. Landers still in contention here, as is Tyson Park. All Mark is through at the moment. Hugo, Zeren, Mattis, and Pietro are our top 8. Jing Huang pushed outside now. Maya could make a play here. She's just on your screen. And then for the women, we have USA's Caitlin Leong, I think. On the left, there's Maya. Yeah, sorry, Lucy Duncan. I obviously said your name completely wrong earlier on because I was 3 athletes behind for the women. More women than there are men. Now Lucy Duncan is in action. Sorry, Lucy. But the final Japanese athlete and final athlete for the men is out, Rusai Hamada. Rusai finds the left toe nicely. Great work from him as he flashes the zone. Gets stood up. This is perfect so far. Creeps the right foot through. There is Kaylin Leong.
It.
Yeah, doing really well on the match. Big effort required here. Palms hits the 25. Gets the toe in underneath. It's going to be a top for Kaylin there. Great work from her. She had to pick herself up after number 1. She looked a bit disappointed, and what a comeback. Right, Maya is a hold away. I think she's headed for finals here. Thigh in action on the hold. Anything with a big drop knee. Try, oh no, the left foot pings there. And with that wrap with the right hand. In the middle of your screen is Zeren Mew. Risi again. Oh no, the wobble. Too much of a wobble. He did look back to try to save it again, but couldn't happen. Horizontal on the wall. Look at this as he goes up. No, he falls in the background, so Saran can't get it. Can Ake no? Can she be the first? Remember her on the slab when she dropped all the way down, did something unique. She's got a high left foot here. She's going to try to do it statically, and it might work, you know. Yes, it does. Wow. She thinks outside the box, eh? 13th. She'll be upgraded once the score is updated. Left foot, big drop knee there. Oh, one hand on the top. Needs to make the match though. Thumb in action there. Drops back down. There's a left press here. Oh, she's twisting in hard. Is in underneath. Kicks left. Makes the match. Great from her.
There's the heel again.
Ah, weird, eh?
It would probably be the way to do it if that hole was a bit more, like, tilted in.
Mm-hmm.
At least to do that first move, and then you swing your feet round for the bump.
Yeah. Hands on her hips there as well for Lucy Duncan. Starting to get frustrated. Yeah, it's so close, isn't it? How he's making that work with the heel and toe, I don't quite know. It's very slopey hold. Evan has done well to get up to the zone here. Now he starts the second one of these weird moves, just to bounce into the corner and bounce off. Lucy needs to trust this right foot and come up. Nearly.
So close.
And we have got a top again. We need to see it for the men who want to move forward. Yeah. Good work from him. 5 seconds to go. It was close to being at the end, and a fist bump as well there. That's nice to see. What's the sort of the atmosphere like between the athletes at this comp? It seems quite friendly.
It's real friendly, yeah. Yeah, no, everyone gets on real well with everyone. It's super cool.
And have you been learning a lot from being here?
Learning a lot about...
Yeah, I mean, as in like your comp kind of craft by turning up at these things. Do you sort of pick anything up?
I mean, yeah, quite a bit through the other people in the New Zealand team and other people here. Pick up a few little gems. Because, I mean, this is my first first competition of anything anywhere near this size. So.
Yeah, it's certainly a big one to come into. And it's something I've been hearing from a lot of teams is like, you know, they are, as you said, little gems along the way, things that are going to improve for later on. So Guren Kim is easily into the starting position. And then Marin Nakamura now underway for the women. Stick. There is Marin now. And the men's Boulder 1, of course, empty now because we have moved through all the 24 athletes for the men.
I definitely had to learn how to climb faster.
Okay.
Because I usually climb like really slowly.
So you were running out of time. Look at this. That is a quick. So I was talking about fast. That's a fast top for him.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's interesting. So, have you practiced at comp simulation stuff before, or is this one of the first times you climb?
I mean, yeah. Usually I climb it just at the wall. Well, it's called the wall.
Okay.
It's called the wall. Yeah. In Rotorua, and that's like pretty old school gym. Or I'll climb it, frog it, which is just pocket pulling.
Okay.
The Waipari pocket pullers. And then when we came over to Edinburgh, it was all comp sim, which was like super fun. But yeah, definitely a lot to learn.
Yeah, it's a totally different style, isn't it? Like just very unique. So starting position called down. We stick at the moment with women's number 4. This is Lu. Not quite for her this time. Marin up into position, right foot, not quite that time. She's done lots of different things through these first couple of moves here. Still trying to find her way on this boulder. Plenty of time to do it as well. 2:42. Into the undercling, slides the hand up.
Super chill.
It's funny, she can't. It's like she couldn't find the undercling.
Yeah.
It's a bit lower.
It looks like it's a bit further right and lower.
Yeah.
You kind of need to lean over to get it.
She now moves away from it, and she does this pounce up as well. No one doing the step over the hand method.
Are they wanting you to step onto the actual hold or the volume?
I think the volume, yeah. You cross through onto the volume with the hand
That's
underneath.
real weird.
Yeah, it is weird. I mean, you know, as I think, definitely worth trying things like that.
Yeah.
Because you've got to try these moves out, and the youth maybe not spotting it, which is fair enough. But I mean, it's very good setting the fact that the boulder's doable without it.
Yeah.
Now she's trying to go foot first there. Good idea, but not sure on that one. And she hasn't bumped the right hand yet. So it's going to be more awkward here with the knee up. I think she needs to drop it down. Can she make it work? Anyway, not quite. Yeah, because by bumping it in that position, you're just sort of falling off all the time. You need to make the bump before. Not quite for Marin that time either.
If she'd held it, that would have been really cool.
Would have been, wouldn't it? Yeah, so squeeze yourself into that little box. Clawing her way through right now. Paula looking good here as she comes to the top. We've seen her top with the static method with a high left foot here. Oh, she's going to make the pop work. The only one to do that. So 2 tops and the first one to do it with that beta. Very good work from her. She's now looking at a finals place. It's going to be a tense last couple of climbs here as we count down. Marin takes a deep breath. 35 seconds. She'll get one more chance, maybe. She's going to have to be quick. Let's keep an eye on women's 2, though. So, on to the intermediate. She's going to do it again with the leg up. Come on, make it work. She might, and she does. Awesome. That's more than a cheeky knee. That's a big cheeky knee. Pressing in there. Great work from her. Lou starts the jump right. Looks disappointed. 6 seconds. She's going to go again. I guess she hasn't been awarded the zone then. It won't be that time. So her comp is done. We'll wait and see the results as we come through. Just one more female climber to go. And it is Meanie Lee who will come out. And keep an eye on the IFSC Instagram for a video of her in a which will come out at some point. Not up yet. It will be. It's coming soon, I've been told. Adrian leading the way for the women, followed by Landers, who is into the finals place now. I think he's guaranteed. Great work from him. Or Mark as well. Well done. Takito, Hugo, Zeren, Mattis. That's our top 8. There is Minnie Lee in the background from China. She won the gold here for Boulder last time, and by her own words, messed up the lead. So she's looking to try to get some redemption for that in this competition this year. The men's, of course, is over with, so Boulder number 1 won't be in action.
I'd say there'd be quite a lot of chalk on that hold she was just brushing, so maybe we should read that you drop down into it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's certainly a method that's worked for a couple now. It's become, legit. She's going for the step through right now. Right, creeping up towards the top. That is going to be a quick top for Rusai Hanada, who is really looking in total control at the moment. That's 2 out of 2 for him. Barely breathed through that one, looking very casual. Zeren Mu into the corner. Seen a lot of athletes hit the next simple volume and bounce off. Will he be in a bit more control here? Yes, he is in more control. Good work. Again, like body position, he's not sort of bent at the knee, so he's not springing off it. It's like kind of landed almost straight-legged.
It's a long way to that little jib up there.
Yeah. Zeren is closing in on the top here.
There we go.
Yeah, good top from him.
Easy.
And there could be a top for Lucy Duncan as well. Oh, that left foot just slides around on that volume, doesn't it? Such a nasty one. And you're just like, why? Why isn't it sticking? It would drive me insane. And you're trying to literally push on ice, to do that move like that. But in the moment, you're so close. You want it to work. You want it to work. You keep trying. One of my favorite climbers of the round. Again here, not quite that time. Team Japan in action all over the place here. He hits the left hand. Oh, he's going to make it work as well. Look at that. Strong from Saran.
I think that might be the first top of that one.
Yeah, I think it is too. So suddenly our comp is opening up here. Meanie Lee as well is about to get stood up. No, she's not. Nearly, but she got the zone. That's important. Lucy Duncan up near the top again. Will she figure out a different method for that left foot? She's on some friction now. Oh no, here we go with the sliding again. No, it just doesn't work, does it? So she will reassess. Again, will launch. Little toe scrub underneath to steady that position. Drops down. So far, so standard. She was the first one to do women's 3. So she's up into the side pull. think we can hear a coach debating with one of the judges there on the microphone, talking about the zone hold, whether it is or not. Up and underneath for Akane. She will get it done there. High elbow in order to make that move. Strong finish for her. So Lucy Duncan will leave the stage. Minnie Lee has one last chance at this, looking comfortable in this position. She hasn't got long though, 10 seconds. Tries to make sure of the right foot, gets herself set. Here we go, up she goes, not quite. But close. Right, the athletes leave the stage. So women's number 1 is now done. We will start to say goodbye to all of the boulders. Men's, of course, has finished a little early with that 24 athletes coming through. Akane jumps up into the top spot. 3 out of 4 and a zone on the first one.
That's pretty good going.
Very good, eh? She's right up there. Paula, Maya, Olivia Jacoba is now starting to slip down. She had a great run at the top. Eva Rafael is slipping as well. And Yeva, who's been in the top 8 for a while, is now in a very dangerous position down in 8th place. So, boulder number 2 is being brushed, of course. Men's boulder number 2 is done. Not many athletes left here. Taketo Saiki. Let's see how much power he's got left for M3. So she gets set, fires, hits the left hand, that toe hook buried deep, allows her to catch the move, but she was very stretched out, was Marin there. And look at this on the far right-hand side. Hugo Chan, who was a lot of people's favorite coming into this competition. Can he get a quick top here? Not quite, one hand away.
Wow.
But that is a very fast top for Gyun Kim.
There's quite a lot of different ways of doing a lot of the moves on this purple.
So, up towards the intermediate, left foot scraping. And that is a top from her. Quick work. She took a bit of time to figure out the first who did Marin. Once she stopped being so stretched out, it came quickly for her. And then Paula as well. She's already in the top 8. Can she continue with that? Hugo tries to get a sort of a back foot here. Smears instead. Up into the corner now, makes some adjustments. He was one hand away the first time. It's a long way up to this crimp, this positive-ish move. Works his way up towards it though. Now, this is where he dropped it before. He had one hand on it. Oh, yes. Sure, and he has to readjust at the top. Well, the match is there.
It's rinsing.
Yeah, indeed. So Hugo gets it done, and we'll have to wait and see on that one where that's going to leave him. But I think it should be a finals place. It's going to be a very strong finals for the under-17s tonight. Paula will want to finish things off strongly, though, for her.
Was that his third top?
I honestly can't remember. There's been so many coming through. I think so, yeah.
Yeah. An interesting beta on M3. He like flipped into the undercling.
Yeah, we haven't seen much of M3. It's not been on our screens too much. The most powerful boulder of the set, I think. Paula comes right. She's doing this cordo move. Now, everyone else has done it much, much slower, creeping down. She's already got 3 tops, though, so this would be 4 out of 4 if she can get this. Team Germany bringing up their youth squad at the moment. And there is a talent in there to be found as well. And, you know, when you think, yeah, fine, they're 15, 16 now, but next Olympics, they're going to be right in the mix. And that's what a lot of teams are starting to build on. So the minute buzzer goes here. Just 2 left on side. Taketo with 2 tops already, looking for at least a zone on M3. And he's in action again. Paula, what will she do this time? She might do it differently. Yes, she does. So starting to sink into that right foot. Pressing, finds the left, up to the 25. This could be the top she was looking for. Will it be 4 out of 4? 22 seconds. She's not comfortable yet, though. Now she might be. Yes, it is going to be 4 out of 4. What a performance that is. Team Germany, congratulations.
4 tops.
Yeah,
pretty
4
good
tops. Very, very strong from her at the end of the round. So she will finish things off nicely and be into the finals. Minnie Lee will come back onto women's 2 now. Didn't get the top, but got the zone. This is our top 8. Hugo is, look at that, 3. Yeah, it was 3 tops, so he moves forward. Zeren Mu, Adrian, Saran, Landers, Taesung, and Taketo is our top 8. Taketo with boulders in hand as well, so he might move up the order. It's going to be a bit of a fight here for the Japanese to get in. They're squeezing each other out at the moment. Minnie Lee on the far left, Lucy Duncan in the middle. Oh, who is that on the right? We've got, that's Rusai Hamada, who is just outside at the moment, so he needs something here as well. Smooth work as she climbs towards the zone. So far, no problems for her. There's the intermediate. She goes for the knee method. I think she's spotted the pop first, though. Here it comes. Hits the right hand. What will she do with the left? Oh, that's well thought through from her. Very good from Minnie Lee.
Super composed the whole way.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. Kaylin Leong falls. Her teammate in action. There's Lucy sitting in 23rd at the moment. Finds the top almost.
That was really close.
Was, and she does need it, you know, because 2 zones and no top. Starting position again on M3. It's really proving problematic for quite a few athletes, that position. Okay, so how is he going to figure this one out? He's gone left, he's gone right, he's trying to get stood up, but I think you climb yourself into a sort of a dead end maybe this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's just no way to save that sort of barn door backwards. Misses the left-hand press. That dynamic method has not worked yet for anyone that I remember anyway.
The last girl did it, or she was a bit lower, and then she came in quickly and matched and went up.
I think the full launch is pretty hard on that.
Yeah.
Double clutch for Lucy in the background. Into the crimp side pull things for her. Oh, wow. It's going to be another top on the boulder we thought might not get done. Lucy finds it, and she needed to. Only had 2 zones before. So now she will move up, well, now into 14th. So getting there, but she'll need a top on the last one as well. Kaylin launches. Has she rethought this? Will she go for the big jump? She is going to drop down a little. So I think this is a better idea from her. She finds the wrap. Yeah, it's just more consistent, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, no. Those slopers look so heinous.
They do, don't they? And they're covered in chalk now.
Yeah.
A little bit gross out there. So lots of hands have touched them. So the two Japanese men together, fighting for finals places. Kaylin Young goes again. She worked it out so well just now. Just 36 seconds, though, left here. Finds the right wrap, adjusting. That's an indication that hold is not feeling great out there. And she now makes the match. Drops the hand just to shake a little bit. 20 seconds. Good smear from her. There's the top. Foot out. Yes, good work. Well, she had to work all the way to the buzzer on that one, but she hung on in there really well to get a last minute, and the leaderboard will be changing around all over the place here. Well, here it is. So, Paula still leading the way. Again, up there, Maya, really good from her. Olivia Yakova is still clinging on. Eva, Rafael, and Yeva in our top 8. So that means that with that top...
98.8 is a very good score.
Yeah, that's just too unbelievable. It was a bit underground, that one. I think she was doing it so quickly that we missed it early on, but fast stuff from her. Well done. Taketo, penultimate athlete on the final boulder for the men. Marin on women's 3. Gyring Kim goes for the launch and the catch, not quite. Marin can't make. We mentioned it earlier on in the broadcast, but those crimps have a bit of no friction on them, like a little line that makes it quite difficult to pull on. Got to hit it really far back on the hole to avoid that line. Awkward on the shoulders, that move into the corner. Pretty unique move generally, actually. Let's watch it in the background. Drop knee. Now we switch back to Marin, who finds the nasty crimps. She's down as well. It's figured out this second half, it looks like, or certainly getting close to it. Face close to the hold, brings the left palm in, makes the match now, wraps the left and the right around and looks around the corner. Right, so she's just got the top to come. Gyring Kim in position right now. And 2 tops, no zone in the first one. Looks in total control as she makes the match at the top for the 25. Taketo as well has got through the press move. He eyes up the top hold. Wow, that's a big drag there. Taps the 25 just to prove the point there. Good work from him. Very interesting final couple of climbers here. Will make a big difference to our podium. Sorry, podium? It's a bit premature, isn't it? Finals. Marin is left alone on the stage then. 2 minutes 18 on the clock here. So double clutch move executed well. Swings the feet over, hits the jib, and just claws that left toe into it. Bumps the left hand, and then she'll look to bring the right underneath, which is interesting. No, yeah, drops down. I did think that was a bit strange. And that's the fire that we were talking about.
Yeah, because those crimps don't look very in-cut at all. They look pretty slopey.
Yeah, and the friction on them isn't
Yeah.
great either. So it's a pretty brutal hold sequence. If they were in-cut, it'd be a pretty standard, physical but doable move. But just taking away that in-cut edge is...
Really have to squeeze.
Yeah. And the sun has come back out again in our stadium as well, so things heating up. And I think that fire was an indication of that. It's getting sweaty out there again. 1 minute left on the clock for Marin. On women's 3. Let's see if she sticks it this time. You can bring a thumb in that will help, but not on the next one. She's looking to bump that left hand again. No, right hand, not left. Not sure it's going to go for her here unless she finds something special in the last 30 seconds. She'll go straight away. "20 seconds left on the clock. Maybe one more chance. No, she's going to say goodbye on that boulder. Give herself a chance on the final climb. So we count through, and we're almost counting down out of the men's competition. Rusai Hamada, the last athlete, out on M4. And Rusai doesn't need it. He's in 6th. So our top 8 is now locked in. It'll be Hugo, Taketo, Zuran, Soran, Adrian, Rusai, and Landers, and Taesung in our top 8. 3 tops for our top 3. And after that, 2 tops and zones weren't enough. Ormark just pushed outside by attempts.
Only 0.1 between first and second, though.
So close, isn't it? It's going to be a case of who can recover the best before the finals here tonight. Minnie Lee in action on M3. Yep. Lucy Duncan on her final climb. And as we said, Rusai, who's already got a finals place, but can he bump himself up the order, get a better position for the finals? Minnie Lee trying the left-hand upgrade. The right is a harder move, but the intended beta and the way to do it, I think. She's going to go for the bump, I think. And we know that's a tricky way to do it. Yeah, it's so wild trying to catch that left palm.
It's probably worth doing that left-hand bump maybe once to get the zone if you're struggling on it, though.
Yeah, I mean, and in most boulders, it would be a sort of cordo move.
Yeah.
And again, good setting to sort of set something challenging that alters the way you think about the boulder. Minnie Lee making progress. Up she goes onto the sloper. Makes the match. Getting herself set with lots of time as well to make adjustments if needed.
Static beta as well.
Yeah, she creeps up. It's going to be a top for Minnie Lee, who has just put her foot on the accelerator. And has, really found some momentum in the second half of her comp. Struggled on boulder number 1. Still got the zone, though. And look at this. This will improve that score. It's going to be 3 in a zone. Will move him up from 5th into a better position. So good work. Lucy Duncan is left alone on the stage as she tries to figure out this power boulder at the end. So out with the right hand. What will she do? Can she do it differently? Puts the wrap in. I think she is going to creep under. Better from her then. More consistent way of doing this boulder. Up with the right hand. Getting close. The excitement will start to build as she tries to scrabble those feet up. palming, pressing. There's the top. It's an awkward shoulder, we know, but can she keep it together through this sequence? Little jump with the left foot. Underneath and a match. Good work from her. USA get another one done. Right, in this little break, I want to talk about Team New Zealand a little bit. So what's next for you personally in terms of moving forward now?
For the competition?
No, just generally in the next couple of months. What's next for you?
Well, after the competition's done, I'm actually heading out to Norway to go climbing in Flatanger.
Okay.
It should be
Any
cool.
projects that you got your eye on?
I don't know. I did want to have a go at Nordic Flower.
Okay.
Like the first length.
Yeah.
Just because it's like one of the classic lines there. And then there was like a 20. Oh, well, I guess you guys would call it 7C plus there.
Okay.
Like that in the cave, which looks super cool. Other than that, I haven't had a great look at what's there. Just gonna climb what looks cool.
Amazing. Are you doing the camping thing?
I think we've got some rooms there. But if it's, I don't know how hot it'll be, so maybe just stay outside. It'll be a bit cooler because where we're staying at the moment is really, really hot.
And then in terms of sort of competitions for you, have you got your eye on anything next year? You're going to try to move into the senior side of things?
I'm not sure because I'm heading off to uni next year, so I'll have to see how it fits in around there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard to train full time and study full time and do all those things, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, we are looking at our top 8 for the women. Olivia down in 8th position. Minnie Lee with that top boulder number 3 gets herself up into the top 6. 59.1 for her. That's still at 98.8 from Paula. Pretty impressive stuff from her. Just 2 dropped attempts throughout the round, and no one else has got anywhere near that score. Akane did well, but lots of attempts for her.
There's a pretty reasonable split over the top 8 points-wise.
It is, isn't it? I mean, good setting there for that separation. It's what we want to see. So, Marion, penultimate athlete out here. So just one to go after this before we will say goodbye for the morning and turn our attention to the afternoon finals to come. And just to remind everyone that most of our content is coming on Instagram this week. So head over to the IFSC Instagram for all the videos that we've been creating over the last couple of days. And of course, all the broadcasts are free to watch from the Youth World Champs. So if you've missed any of the action from previous semi-finals, then you can go back and have a watch of that. World Cup duties will be resumed in Copper, beginning of September. And then, of course, the World Champs is coming in Seoul. The big one of the year, the focus of 2025. Who is going to be the world champion? Marin, good work from her to the 10. She's going to, I think, go for this jump maneuver here. Interesting, she can't find a right foot at the moment. I think she wants to sort of, yeah, that's better. It was just quite a long stretch for her.
Yeah, it looks quite a bit shorter, so that move might not be as comfortable.
Well, she makes the wrap and the guppy, hits the right hand. This is a flash go, remember, so fast stuff from her here. Left hand up and over the top, and could this be a flash? Is it going to be the full 25? The nasty shoulder move, we haven't seen many drop it from here, and she doesn't either. Good performance at the end of the round for her. Marin with some fast action there. That score will be upgraded soon. I don't know if she's in the top 8, though, with that one. We'll have to wait and see. And she's in tears as she walks off. Not quite sure why. I guess she came close, but not quite in. I think I will leave her outside of the top 8, and she knows it. But what a performance on that last boulder. I hope she takes some solace from that one.
That's a hard flash.
Oh, no, she is in the top. She is in. So not quite sure what the tears were for there. Sure, she's in 4th, yeah. That is the men's, so not the women's. But we have a look at it as well. Taesung Park down at the bottom. Landers, Adrian, Soran, Zeren, Taketo, Hugo, and Rusai make up our top 8. Like to see the women's. Maybe not yet. We'll get confirmation at the end. Oh, there is the women's. Paula leading the way. Yeah, Marin in 4th. Come on, Marin. Akane 2nd. Guron in third, Marin in fourth with that final top. Lucy, Maya and Meanie Lee already through with one boulder to go. And Lou down at the bottom gets in just over Olivia in ninth. And just a couple of minutes left on this rotation through. So you've got quite a few. I mean, when I think of New Zealand at the moment, I think speed climbers. Because of, Julian, you've got quite a few.
Who? I'm kidding.
I took Julian up the Brevant cable car in Chamonix.
Oh, yeah.
Made him jump on top of Mont Blanc. That was my big idea.
Day 150 or whatever it was.
He's consistent with it, isn't he? I like how some other speed climbers tried to copy him and then gave up. Yeah, it was, God, who was it? Someone tried to copy him. I can't remember who it was now. But yeah, but very famous in New Zealand. And I guess doing good things in terms of sort of exposure.
The climbing isn't massive. It's like if someone asks like, "Oh, what sport do you do?" and you say, "Oh, climbing," they'll be like, "Oh, it's like speed climbing." Like, oh, not quite.
It's funny that, isn't it? How a sort of a nation's opinion of a sport can get changed by the star of it. Yeah, Julian making the Olympics in Paris.
Yeah.
Hasn't made a finals this year though, so
be
good to see him get through. He's got some time left, of course, and I would imagine he's home training hard for the World Champs and also the speed competition in China.
Yeah,
that's been put in the week before the World Champs. So yeah, lots of IFSC action to come over the next month or so. The season ending sometime in October. There's a Laval para competition to finish things off after the World Champs. Then a couple of extra events that I'm not going to talk about because I'm not allowed to yet, but there could be some exciting things for October. So keep an eye on the IFSC news. 8 seconds to go as we begin the rotation of our final athlete out onto the mats. What position will she end up in then? There's this little transition period now, 15 seconds in order to get everyone off the mats so you don't collide athletes. We used to have a bit of a battle as athletes crossed in the past. Meanie Lee then will run on for the final time for women's number 4 as she makes the jog down on the mats. Eyes focused on the next holds here. She's in 7th at the moment. Top would push her up. That smile was great. I wonder if she spotted something. Maybe the MC said something, I don't know. But a chance to move herself from 7th up into a better position now. There are some appeals coming through. Right, into the starting position, splits in. It's just the confidence she climbs with is very interesting to see here. Paula was the star of this semi-finals round. She looks back left, looks right, finds the bottom here, and then a big smear on the wall. Looking good with the heel. One move away now and the match to come. Finds the left hand. Makes the adjustments. That is a flash from Meanie Lee, and that will bump her up. Right, well, we will wait to just get confirmation of all the scores before we say goodbye and return in the evening. Dane, thank you for joining me here today.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Lovely to have you in the commentary box. Team New Zealand featuring heavy. I think you've got another teammate coming this evening, haven't you?
Yeah, Finlay for under-19 final.
Yeah, so it'll be good to see him in a sec, but we'll just wait for confirmation here of the results. That's the end of the comp. So Rusai Hamada over Hugo, followed by Taketo, Zuran, Soran, Adrian and Landers and Daesung Park make up our top 8. All marked just pushed outside. And then the rest of the athletes also will not make the finals here this evening. Those 8 will go away, refuel, rehydrate and get ready for this evening's action. And you can see teams finding some shadow there. And we just wait for the women's results. So the women, Paula, what a performance from her over Akane. Meanie Lee up into 3rd, Guren Kim 4th, Marin, Lucy, Maya and Lou are our top 8. Olivia just pushed out by 54.5 compared to 59. Congratulations to our top 8. We will see you later on. Right, Dane, we'll say goodbye. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate it. And we will see everyone at home later on for the finals for under 17 and under 19 Boulder. See you soon.